Fixez.com bringing you another repair video today. Looks like we're going to be working on an Apple iPad 4. Today's video, we're going to show you the steps necessary to remove and replace your iPad's dock port. Before we get started with our disassemble, let's review our suggested tools. Plastic triangle opening tools. Metal opening tool. Small Phillips screwdriver. Plastic opening tools. A spudger. Fine-tipped curved tweezers. A heat gun or a blow dryer. Let's go ahead and start the disassemble on our iPad 4 by first peeling back our touchscreen so that we can access all the internal components for replacement. We are going to start off first with our heat gun or blow dryer and heat up the outside perimeter of our touchscreen to soften up the adhesive so that we can separate the touchscreen from the base of our iPad. 1 to 2 minutes of the heat should suffice. Let's grab our plastic opening tool to begin our entry into the iPad. We are going to work at the touchscreen edge where it meets the bezel of the iPad to begin our separation. Once the plastic opening tool begins to separate that touchscreen slightly, we want to work ourselves around the iPad, trying to open up that separation around the entire perimeter. With one side of that touchscreen completely separated, we like to use a triangle opening tool in the separation so that the adhesive doesn't come back in contact with itself. As you continue working at that touchscreen into the next side, again with that separation made, let's use another triangle opening tool to keep that gap open. While working on the touchscreen, let's be mindful of the ribbon cable that's about 2 inches from the bottom on the left-hand side of the unit. Let's be careful around this area so that we don't cause any irreversible damage. Again, continuing all the way around the unit until we've got separation on all 4 sides, leaving triangle opening tools in the gap to help keep the separation. When you're completed with the separation, we can now peel back that front touchscreen, almost like a book, and being mindful of the ribbon cable that's still connected. Let's now work towards removing the LCD. You're going to notice held down by 4 Phillips screws, 1 in each corner. Let's go ahead and remove those screws. With our 4 screws removed, let's lift the LCD up and out and gently rest it onto the touchscreen. Revealing our ribbon cable that has a locking socket into the motherboard. We want to lift the lever on that socket, releasing the cable so that we can remove it from the motherboard. And now completely remove the LCD from the iPad. Our touchscreen is going to have similar locking sockets for removal, releasing 2 levers for the actual touchscreen ribbon cable, and then the smaller locking socket for the ribbon cable for the home button assembly down towards the bottom. Let's release both of these locks, and we can remove the touchscreen completely from the iPad as well. Let's go ahead and start showing you the steps necessary to remove your dock port assembly from the iPad for replacement. Let's begin by removing the black sticker that covers the dock port assembly connection at the motherboard. The black plastic spacer just to the side of the dock port needs to be pried up using your spudger. And with that spacer out of the way, we can go ahead and maneuver the ribbon wire as well as the dock port out of the iPad. All of the parts and tools you've seen today in this video are available at www.fixez.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.